Hello everybody, this is Chris and this is my channel Born on 11970, and I got an interesting video that I want to share with people and put it out there publicly because, like they say, when you tell the truth you don't have to have a good memory, and when you do the right thing you don't have to worry about when bad situations arrive. So today is the 23rd of August 2017. It is currently 3:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I got an interesting phone call. If you watched my live show a couple of days ago, and I'm not going to mention any names because I'm just not about that, there was a person who was one of my trolls who lied to me and made up all these stories and all this other stuff, blah, blah, blah. I won't get into that because to me, I thought it was over with. And the person was actually kind enough to ask for forgiveness the other day. Well, all of a sudden I get a phone call, and this person, and I won't, like I said, I won't mention who they are. If they want to say who they are, that's on them. But then accuses me by saying somebody just froze their bank account and stole $10,000 from their bank account. And when they called the bank, they said my email address came up, so they were calling to ask me if I stole their money. Now, meanwhile, I haven't talked to this person in probably 2 years. They came on the live show just 2 days ago, and I forgave the person. I thought it was over with. And now somebody has my personal information and is accusing me of stealing money. And I'll tell you, sometimes in life, it just seems like no matter what you do, if you keep trying to do the right thing, bad things will happen and will test you. But as you can hear in my voice, I'm not worried because I would never steal somebody's money. And it's concerning that somebody would try and frame me, because I've had people, if you've watched my channel for a while, you know people have put out my personal information. People have contacted my family and threatened them. And now somebody out there who's hiding behind a computer screen is using my information. So this means one of two things. Either this is just another BS story / lie that somebody's making to just try and have something to do with their life, or somebody is trying to frame me for something I did not do. So I wanted to publicly make a video and share this story, because I am 100% innocent, and I would never, ever do that to somebody. And somebody out there, and probably either listening to this live or eventually will listen to it, is a piece of garbage trash. And if it did happen, and it wasn't some elaborate story, I hope you go to federal prison and get what you deserve. And this person called me, and they started the conversation as, why did you steal money from my bank account? Which I can understand. If somebody had $10,000 and somebody's email address came up, you might think that person did it. But I haven't talked to the person in 2 years. And just 2 or 3 days ago, that person admits they lied to me over the internet during a live show, donates $200 to me, and I forgive them. Now all of a sudden I'm going to say, well, you know what? Even though I didn't do anything for 2 years, and even though I forgave the person, I think I'll be a piece of garbage and do something like that? No. So I'm putting it on public record that I would never, nor would I even know how, to steal somebody's bank account and steal somebody's money. And I told this person, because the person, when I told them, you didn't owe me any money, the person says, well, I wanted to do it. And that's fine. I can't stop somebody from giving a gift. But I said to this person, if you really think in your heart you owe me for what you tried to do to me by lying and deceiving and all these other games, I said, if you want to make us even, go find the piece of garbage that's trying to frame me and accuse me of stealing somebody's money. Absolutely ridiculous. And you could see that I decided, as soon as I got off the phone, I decided to make this video because I want it publicly known that I would never do such a piece of shit thing to anyone. I wouldn't even know how to get into my own wife's bank account, let alone some stranger who I don't even know. Don't know where they live, didn't even know their real first name. I'm smart when it comes to the things I talk about in my videos. I am an idiot when it comes to computers. I'm surprised I even know how to turn it on. So now I'm basically being framed. So it's one of two things. It's either I'm being framed for a crime, a federal crime, because if somebody stole $10,000 out of somebody's account, that's a federal crime. So either I'm being accused and framed of committing a federal crime, or this person or other people are making another BS story because they like messing with somebody that does nothing but try and help people. So unfortunately, in this world, there are cruel people. So either I'm being lied to, and this is another BS story, or somebody actually did that, and I'm being framed for something I would never do. So how many times have I told people sometimes bad things are going to happen? And what happens with it? But the truth shall set you free. And since I didn't commit this crime, and I would never commit a crime like that, I don't have to worry. And it's a real crappy thing for somebody to put my email address on someone else's account and do such a piece of shit thing. But then again, this could be just another one of the many lies I've had to deal with. I don't know. I'll probably never know. So I wanted to share that with people so you could see and make your own judgments. If you think I am capable of being that much of a piece of garbage, then let me know in the comments section. But don't be a person that makes up a brand new account trying to just say, oh yeah, you are that type of person. It actually doesn't surprise me and doesn't shock me to have something like this happen. But this is why I put this publicly out there, because whether it's a BS story or whether somebody actually did that, you could see that even me, who just made another inspirational video, can have sometimes just a dump truck of shit drop on you. And you can do whatever you want in your life. But I always say, do the right thing. So I told that person, go call the feds. Go investigate who did it. And put whoever did that in jail. And I said, then we're even. So, as much as I could use money, there is no way in hell. I mean, if I wanted money that bad, how many years could I have just made this into a telethon and said, oh, donate to the channel and make sure you send me money? Yeah, I sell stuff, and yeah, I have the Patreon account, which maybe has 10 to maybe 12 people on it, which is less than $100 in total. Even when that person gave me the 100, and they gave me a second time, I said, you know, you don't have to do anymore, because trust me, if I'm looking for money, I could have gotten it a long time ago. She knew me too much, said, so did the person tell you that they gave your email or did a bank call? The individual said that they got notified by the bank, and they said that my email address came up. So either this person is making another BS story, or this is what happened. I don't know, because I've never had that happen. I mean, I've had my house robbed, but I've never had, thank God I don't have a bank account. I have a federal credit union. But I've never had anybody do that to me, but luckily I think I've had $10,000 once in my life, and that's when my father died. So I had to lose my father to get that kind of money. I would trade that money in a heartbeat to get my father back. So I don't know how this works. So this person could be just lying once again, because I've had all the liars in my life have all said the same thing. You could trust me and I would never do that. And they do it anyway. So this is either a BS story or somebody is using my personal information, because there are other people online that have messaged me with my home address, with my personal information. So there are sick individuals out there who will do these things. So I guess if I end up in federal prison for being framed for something I didn't, a crime I didn't commit, if you don't see a video in a while, you'll know why. But this is what happens sometimes. When you try and do the right thing, you'll have evil people that want to do you harm. And I'm not scared, because I didn't do anything wrong in either direction. I may not be the most, angelic person in the world. I've made my mistakes. I've done wrong things. I'm not perfect. But I would never stoop so low as to try and steal somebody's money and rob their bank account. So Jakari White says it's a BS story, it's a lie, don't worry. It sure could be. But here's the thing. If it's a lie and it's a story, I don't have to worry. If it was an actual event that actually happened, I don't have to worry because I didn't do it. So either way, I don't worry. But I'm putting it out there to show what type of people there are in this world. There are either people who just are such pathological liars that they will make up any story, or there are people that will put out your personal information to hurt you when I've done nothing to wrong them. I would love to know what I've done, but I'm not worried. So I will keep inspiring people. I will keep being forgiving. I will keep being trusting. I'll just, like I say, you have to learn something. So you know what I learned from this? Don't be so naive and don't give your trust so quickly. Make people earn it. AMAZ Lynn says, it sounds like that troll accuser may be the one lying to get money out of you. Maybe 10,000 even isn't even missing. I don't know. And that's the thing. I don't know, and I probably will never know. I don't care because I didn't do it. And if the person's lying, then they're sad and pathetic. I hope that's not the case. And I think, like they say, by their deeds you shall know them. And like I said, I'm not the most perfect person in the world. I've done wrong things, but I've never done anything like that. I think the last time I even stole anything was when I was a kid and I stole a candy bar out of a King Cullen when I was like 8 or 9. So I think the worst thing I've ever stolen in my life is a candy bar when I was a kid. And I got caught and got in trouble. Never been arrested, never gone to jail. The last time I got a speeding ticket was probably a decade ago. There's nothing on my record. So I'm not worried. It's just sad that there are people in this world that will stoop that low just for fun. But those are the things that we're going to have to face in this world. If you speak truth, if you try and help people, if you're genuine and honest, there will be people that find pleasure in hurting you or trying to silence you. But I make you this promise, unless I end up in jail for a crime I didn't commit, or somebody finally decides when they get my personal information to do something to damage my body, I will do everything in my power to continue to speak and not be afraid to give up. And if that doesn't show you to be motivated to do the same thing, then I don't know what else I can do. So whoever did this, if the person lied, they're a piece of garbage. If somebody did this and tried to frame me, they're a person that deserves to be in prison. So the truth shall set you free. And that's why I'm not worried. And that's what my channel's all about. So I guess I'll keep you updated in the story. But it's just another thing that I have to deal with. But I'm too strong to ever fall down. So if you are having a bad day because somebody took your parking spot, or your significant other didn't go to bed with you the night before, just think about the things I have to go through over the years and how I still stand strong. So now I'm being framed for something that I didn't do. I think that's very sad. But I'll keep you posted. So I'm either being lied to or I'm now being framed, because somebody used my email address, and now this supposed bank says that I was the #1 suspect for this money. Truth shall set you free.